So tell me, have you ever watched a movie and thought, okay, the acting is dramatic, the plot is hanging by a thread, but that sand and gold city? Wow, yeah, me too. Hi, I'm here to remind you, sometimes a movie is held together entirely by the set design, like a hairpin keeping up a hairstyle after 10 hours of chaos. Today, we are diving into the scenes that required entire cities, castles and dungeons to be built, only to be shown for 5 minutes, or not at all. Ready for a little tour through the most glamorous waste of money in film history? And be honest, would you demolish a $12 million castle just to roll the credits? Cleopatra, 1963, a golden Rome that almost bankrupted Hollywood. Let's start with the queen of overspending. Cleopatra is nearly killed 20th Century Fox. For just one scene, they recreated the center of ancient Rome. Temples, columns, statues, fountains, all handmade. Guess how long the scene lasted? 4 minutes. And the rest never even made it to the screen. Actors were sick, shadows collapsed. Filming moved from London to Rome, and that little Rome just sat there and rotted behind a studio lot. Some people built careers in years, some built Rome for 4 minutes. Waterworld, 1995. A floating city that sank at the box office. Kevin Costner said, "Let's build a floating city the size of small town, no CGI, real platforms, real construction." The budget? Over $170 million, half of which went to the set itself. And yes, it looked amazing. But then a hurricane destroyed the set, filming stopped, an actor almost drowned, and the movie barely broke even. Moral of the story? If you're shooting a film about a flooded world, maybe don't actually film it in the ocean. The Hobbit, a village that became an Airbnb for tourists. This one's a sort of happy ending. They built Hobbiton for the Lord of the Rings, but only temporarily, then tore it down. When the Hobbit rolled around, they rebuilt it permanently, with plumbing, ventilation, real gardens, and working fireplaces. And then, most of it barely made it into the movie. Blink and you'll miss it. But tourism paid off big time. Turns out, in Middle-earth, it's not the heroes who win, it's real estate. Batman, 1989. Gotham City, built by hand, destroyed by budget. Designer Anton Furst created Gotham from scratch, a full quarter of a city in grimy Gothic industrial style. It looked like a mix of factory, cathedral, and architectural fever dream. Cost $2.5 million for the set alone, used in 6 scenes, then torn down. Why? Because Hollywood, baby. In this version of Gotham, crime won, because they literally demolished the whole city. Casablanca 2.0, but not the one you think. In 2021, Netflix wanted a remake of Casablanca, but instead of flying to Morocco, they built a full replica. Arabic architecture, street markets, even fake tea houses. It looked stunning. And then they cut the scenes entirely, because get this, they distracted from the plot. That moment when your background outshines your main characters. Would you watch a film called The Set, a movie that doesn't exist? Because apparently Hollywood's been making it for years. Sometimes the thing that cost millions appears for seconds. Sometimes it never makes it to the screen at all. But honestly, that's a whole different art form. Building an illusion so expensive it's more real than reality. So tell me, what matters more, the scene or what got left behind. Follow me if you're into stories about decisions, disasters, and aesthetics that cost more than small countries. And now I'm off to go look for those demolished sets, because at least a door survived somewhere. See you next time! And don't forget, sometimes the most spectacular things are only even seen by the editor. Bye!